we need to think about where are you going to actually have it happen. Now, I've got this idea and I've been bouncing around with it for a very long time, and it's called the complete entrepreneur. Some of you have watched the 4 stages in entrepreneurship, and I talked about it at the last OPM workshop. And what I want to do, I've got this whole framework. I'm really excited to share it. But my thought is I'm actually going to do something a little bit fun. We're going to go find one of those pimping pads down in Portsea that sort of sits on top and overlooks the sea. And it's going to be a week-long workshop, and it's just going to be for 10 people. And I'm going to get all the video guys in, and I'm just going to create an experience. This is just the idea of turning a workshop on its head. It doesn't have to be a workshop like this. It could be at your office, it could be in a conference room, it could be wherever it makes sense for you. So what makes sense for you? We just did a shoot for a client on the right, the Victorian Cosmetic Institute, where we actually went out to their place of business out in Berwick, and then we had one of the doctors talk through cosmetic surgery insights, the golden ratio and all these sorts of topics that are interesting to that. So that's a great way to create some very rich content in the space, and obviously then you don't have to worry about expensive crown fees and things like that, how much they charge for conference rooms. So that's right. So now we need to think about, take a moment, just in your head, think about where might you actually run the event. You don't even need to put any music on, because that's something that you could probably just jot down. And then we need to think about who to promote and how are we going to promote it. So the way that I like to think about it, you might start off with your best clients first. If this is the first event that you're running, identify who are the big fish, who are the whales that bring in most of your business. Let's reward them. Let's really look after them. Maybe create an experience for them. If you want to move a little bit further along, maybe if you want to go for a slightly larger event, you invite in leads as well. Maybe you invite other VIP guests. Think about other authorities in the industry and get them to come along and invite them. Maybe it's colleagues, friends, family. Look, if it's the first workshop that you run, get your mum to come in, sit down, just so someone's in the room. Get your brother, get your sister, do whatever. So that way you've got a deadline. Someone's going to rock up. You have to create the content. And for video, for all intents and purposes, it's just backs of heads anyway. They're not going to know that it's your mum's head. So just do whatever you can for the first one to get some people in there. And then also thinking about authorities and partners, that's the other thing as well. Inviting the right guests is important, and also partners, as we talked about, maybe if you're going to get someone to speak.